What's going on, Vikings fans? Welcome to the Vikings Now by Chat Sports. My name is Patrick Siepman. Coming up on today's show, it's my favorite segment we do here at Chat Sports. It's mailbag time where I answer questions straight from our loyal subscribers here at Vikings Now. I love chopping it up with you guys, so let's dive into it. But before we get there, if you guys want the Vikings to beat the Giants this Sunday, let it rain down in the comments section. I want to see a Skol chant. I want to go back and look at this video later tonight and just see 1,000 Skols like it's US Bank Stadium, 12 p.m. kickoff. I just gave myself chills there. If you guys could see that, I just gave myself chills there. So if you guys could, give me a Skol down below in the comments section. Cash Prod's coming in with the first question. Love this. Saying, what do you think the final score will be week 1 versus the Giants? So, Cash Prods, appreciate it. I have initially said 17-6 is my score prediction. I think it's going to be low scoring. I think it's going to be a gritty football game. I think the Giants' front seven is one of the best in the National Football League. They can get pressure from the interior, and where the Vikings are extremely weak is the interior of their offensive line. However, I think Brian Flores is going to make a name for himself this Sunday, more than he already has. I think the Vikings defense for the first 5 weeks, when they only give up 15 points a game, we're going to be talking about him potentially getting head coaching jobs this next cycle. I'm going to stick with 17-6. If I had to give another one, maybe a little higher scoring one, I'll go 23-10. But, hey, favorite bet of the weekend across the whole board in the NFL, take the under in this football game. It's 41.5. The over's not going to hit. Both of these teams have good defenses, and it's Darnold and Daniel Jones playing at quarterback. Keep it simple, but I'll stick with my original prediction, 17-6, Vikings get the victory. Z Cool coming in saying, what kind of trickery do you see happening during the game, offense and defense? Great question, Z Cool, because I was listening to Flores' press conference yesterday, and he was showing a lot of love to Brian Dable. You know, he's an elite football mind, knows the game very well on both sides of the field. But Flores was kind of hinting at that he has a new wrinkle this year in his defense. And when a guy like Flores says he has a new wrinkle, it just gets me going a little bit because we know his MO. We know he's one of the, he blitzes at the highest percentage in the entire NFL. Like, I'm just curious to see what, trickery he does have installed. Maybe he just goes for a drive, just stock coverage, where it's just 4 D linemen, 3 linebackers, and he's just running cover 2. And that's the trickery, is him going super, super vanilla. But I will say offensively, I hope he doesn't do this. But last time the Vikings played the Giants, second drive of the game, 3rd and 1, Kevin O'Connell went to a play where it was a Jefferson throwback to Kirk Cousins. I could see Kevin O'Connell trying to get a revenge play and try to have Jefferson throw a touchdown. Or Z Cool, you're saying in live chat right now, Aaron Jones trickery. I could see him catching a wheel route for 6 this Sunday. But great question, Z. Appreciate you. Sauce Pokemon coming in saying, I'm going week 1. What should I expect? I'm hoping you see a lot of purple in the crowd. Hopefully Vikings fans travel very well to New York, but it's going to be a hostile environment. Giants fans, I think both teams are necessarily calling this a must-win game, as, if you ask Giants fans, are they going to win week 1? They're all saying hell yeah. If you ask Vikings fans, are you guys winning week 1? We're all saying hell yeah. I think it's going to be a hostile environment. But I'll tell you what, a couple of Justin Jefferson gritties in the end zone will quiet that crowd very, very quickly, hopefully. But have fun at the game. Should be a good one. Chris Foles coming in with the next one saying, who is the biggest X factor for the Vikings versus the Giants? So chalk here, it's obviously Darnold. Chalk answer, Sam Darnold, obviously the quarterback. But if I wanted to go another one, probably Byron Murphy or Ed Ingram. I'll go Ed Ingram on this. I think he's playing for a starting job week to week at this point. He has been incredibly inconsistent. He was terrible in the preseason, and he's got a great matchup week 1. Giants have a great front four, one of the best or the best interior defensive lineman in the league, in my opinion, in Dexter Lawrence. So obviously Sam Darnold is the no-doubt answer for this, but a little bit of a dark horse sleeper answer, I'll go Ed Ingram. But, hey, I just gave you guys 2 answers. You guys just got to give me one. Who is the Vikings' biggest X factor versus the Giants this Sunday? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section. But, no doubt, I'm going Sam Darnold or Ed Ingram. Dakota coming in saying, Pat, how many yards do you think Sam will have Sunday? So I think his over-under is set at, I'm pretty sure his over-under set at 236.5 for that game. Now, obviously game flow plays a huge impact on this because let's just say, the Vikings come out there and they're able to run the ball like crazy. I'm sure Kevin O'Connell will give Aaron Jones 20 carries and Ty Chandler 10, and they just ground and pound this Giants team. But I actually think the Giants are going to be able to take away the run pretty easily. So I think he's going to throw the ball a lot. If I had to predict it, Sam Darnold's stats for week 1, I'm going to go he throws for 271 yards, finds the end zone once, throws a pick. That's what I'll go, but I'll say 271 yards for Sammy Dimes. Big Bob Johnson saying, are there any more NFL free agents the Vikings should think about signing? Great question. You guys are going to love this. What about Irv Smith Jr.? Now, Irv Smith was just cut by the Kansas City Chiefs. They brought him on the practice squad. They ended up, they brought him on before the final 53-man cut day, but they ended up cutting him, and now Irv Smith is still out there. I know Irv was that typical guy every offseason where we're saying, oh, he's going to finally break out. He's going to finally break out and just do the injuries and not, getting the most opportunity here in Minnesota. He wasn't able to work out too much, but Irv Smith, let's just say week 1 versus the Giants, Johnny Munt and Nick Muse isn't cutting it. I could see them looking at Irv. But you also got a guy like Hunter Renfrow, Michael Thomas, even though I don't think the Vikes will make a move at the wide receiver position. But if I had to guess it, Vikes don't make a move at all in terms of the free agency department. But we'll get to more questions here in a second. But first off, got to tell you guys about today's presenting sponsor, and that is Game Time. Game Time is the #1 ticket purchasing app out there right now. And actually, Game Time has a brand new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play live even easier. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. Now, if you guys are looking to get a ticket for week 2, 49ers heading to Minneapolis, Game Time is the best way to do so. And my favorite feature is the views from your seat. You get a panoramic view from your seat in the app even before you buy the ticket. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game Time. I'll put that link for you guys in the comment section and description of today's show. And Mac saying, do you believe that Gilmore could be Terence Newman 2.0? Are you saying this in a positive way on Terence Newman? Because my only thought on Terence Newman was the 5'7" cornerback that Mike Zimmer just had a love affair with, and he just rolled him out there every single year. I'm going to say I hope not. Hopefully he produces better than Terence Newman did, but I get what you're saying with old cornerbacks, but Terence Newman was never a defensive player in the year or a top cornerback in the NFL like Gilmore was. So I'm going to say no on that one at Mac. Dakota getting his score prediction in for Sunday, saying Vikings will win 27-3. If that is the situation, I'm probably going to be unbearable on the channel for the next couple of weeks. I'm going to be talking Super Bowl. I'm going to be drinking the purple Kool-Aid. I'm going to be saying the Vikings got a chance to win the division. I would love that, Dakota, but I do think it's going to be a gritty football game. I think it's going to be low scoring. I think, each touchdown is going to feel monumental in this football game, as I think the offense, both offenses will really, really struggle. But Tom Lyles coming in saying, think we'll get over 400 total yards against the Giants. That's tough. I'm going to lean no. I got Sam Darnold. I said he's going to throw around 270 in terms of the passing yards. And I think Aaron Jones and Ty Chandler will probably get to around 100, I would hope. So I'll probably say the Vikings end up with around 370 yards. If they eclipse 400, though, no doubt the Vikings win. There's not a scenario where they go over 400 yards and they lose that football game. So, yeah, I hope so. But I'd probably lean no on that one, Tom. Last question coming in from Rocky saying, when do you see Addison playing? this Sunday. We got an update from Kevin O'Connell. He said he looks good to go. He'll be out there, true wide receiver 2 for the Vikes. I think he's setting himself up to have a breakout year. Number 18. Jefferson's going to be getting all that attention. Hopefully Addison can win his one-on-one opportunities and hopefully cook this very, very weak Giants secondary. But, hey, if you guys made it to the end of today's show, let's close it the way we started it. Give me a skull down below in the comments section. Make it look like U.S. Bank Stadium on game day. I'd really appreciate it. But also, if you guys want to give me a follow on Twitter, that's a handle right there, @PatSieps. If you guys do so, I'll give you guys a follow right back. And thank you guys so much for watching. Football is back. Can't wait for Sunday. See you guys later. Skol Vikes.